Plasma bolts scorched the void around Lieutenant Mara Vance's breaching pod. She gripped the controls, slamming it into the Coalition frigate's gaping hull wound. Alarms wailed as the pod latched, metal groaned. "Breaching now," Mara barked into her helmet mic. "Task Force, cover fire!" On Navy railguns thundered from afar, shredding incoming drones. The frigate shuddered under the barrage. Mara yanked the hatch override. Air hissed out. She floated through, mag boots clamping to the deck. Corridors twisted in emergency red. Coalition corpses drifted, limbs akimbo. Mara's pulse rifle swept left-right. No hostiles. Yet. Status, Vance. Commander Elias Rourke's voice cut through static. Boarding complete. Sweeping for survivors. Pursuit lights pierced smoke. Scorch marks blackened bulkheads. The frigate was a gutted hulk. Engines cold. Deeper in, cries echoed. Human? No. Chittering alien tongues. Mara rounded a corner. Medbay. Wreckage pinned crew under collapsed panels. One Coalition medic knelt amid the chaos. Tentacles flashing over a wounded soldier. Her own kind. Seli Karun. Mara recognized the insignia from intel briefs. Field surgeon. Prime target. Seli's multifaceted eyes flicked up. She froze. Hyposyringe poised. No fear. Just calm assessment. Mara leveled her rifle. Hands up. You're done here. Seli raised 4 limbs slowly. I yield. Treat the injured first? Her voice modulator hummed, translating galactic standard with clinical precision. Oathbound, these medics. Treat all, even enemies. Mara had seen vids of them patching UN grunts mid-firefight. Negative. Mara advanced. Her HUD pinged vitals. Seli unarmed, steady pulse. Wounded groaned behind. Rourke's voice crackled again. Vance, confirm kills on priority targets. Medics top of the list. Execute and exfil. Mara's finger tightened on the trigger. Execute the medic. Standard op. Deny the enemy their healers. Keep the war grind going. Coalition surgeons saved thousands. Killing one hurt morale. Seli met her gaze. No plea. Just lowered her hypo over a gurgling crewman. This one dies without aid. A Coalition trooper twitched nearby. Carapace cracked. Seli ignored her own kind to stabilize a human auxiliary. Caught in the crossfire? No. Wrong uniform. Another Coalition. Mara's jaw clenched. Oath in action. Pure. Executing now. Mara lied into comms. She slung her rifle. Grabbed Seli's upper arm. Move. Seli recoiled. You deny mercy? Not mine to give. Mara hauled her up. The medic weighed like armored luggage, but Mara dragged her anyway. Wounded eyes followed from the deck. Corridor alarms blared, hull breach sirens. UN fire intensified outside. Frigate was priority scrap. Traitor, a Coalition survivor lunged from shadows, claws extended. Mara spun, fired. The alien crumpled, green ichor spraying. Seli flinched but didn't fight. Airlock ahead, Mara grunted. She shoved Seli forward. Bulkhead sealed behind with a hiss. No pursuit. Pod bay loomed. Emergency escape pods lined the wall. Hatches scorched. Mara punched the nearest cycle. Green light. In. She pushed Seli inside. The medic stumbled, tentacles bracing. You kidnapped to kill? Seli's modulator clicked. To save. Mara sealed the inner hatch. Strapped in opposite. Launch. Pods rocketed out. Stars wheeled. The frigate exploded in rear view. A fireball. Claiming the wounded. Mara ripped the transponder panel. Yanked wires. Sparks flew. No signal now. Ghost pod. Task force pod away. She keyed her suit comm. Looping a dead channel. Medic. Terminated. X-filing. Static answered. Good. Rourke bought it. For now. Seli stared. Why? Your oath. My conscience. Mara scanned scopes. UN picket ships closed. Coalition hunters vectored in. Captain Frextal's signature drive flares. Pods tumbled through debris fields. UN lasers probed the wreckage. Coalition missiles arced. They're hunting us, Seli said. No panic. Fact. Mara fired lateral thrusters. Dodged a shrapnel cloud. Both sides. Her suit pinged. Oxygen nominal, but power drain accelerating. Pod wasn't built for long haul. Rourke's voice broke through private channel. Vance, report. pod transponder dark. Confirm kill. Mara muted audio. Typed. Kill confirmed. Pod damaged. Evading debris. Stand by for pickup. Coordinates incoming. Liar. She killed the transponder. No pickup without it. Coalition signatures swarmed closer. Prextal strike cruiser loomed on scopes. Tractors probing. Selly leaned forward. They seek me. Interrogation suspected. Wrong. Mara tweaked vectors. Slingshot around a wreck. I'm the kidnapper. Pods grazed a drifting hull. Alarms shrieked. Hull integrity yellow. Y extract, Selly pressed. Tentacles tapped console. Undoctrine. No prisoners from medics. Mara evaded another laser sweep. UN frigate Task Force Alpha fired blind into the cloud. Kill order came. I refused. Silence. Selly's eyes gleamed. Defiance. Rare, not rare. Human. Mara grinned under visor. We bend rules for right. Coalition drones buzzed past, missed by meters. Rickstow's voice boomed on open freak. Unpod detected. Surrender the surgeon, or burn. Mara jammed countermeasures. Flares burst. Drones veered. Rourke countered. Negative coalition vessel. Debris only. Back off. Lies layered. Mara vectored deeper into the belt. Asteroids loomed. Cover. Pod shuddered. Power at 40%. Life support flickering. Selly worked her station. Trajectory optimal. But fuel. Save it. Mara cut in. Scopes lit. Unshuttles launching. Rourke's hunt. Her former CO. Solid leader. Now, hunting her to bury the leak. Political fallout. War needed unity. Traitors got spaced. They're locking, Selly warned. Mara rolled pod. Asteroid shadow swallowed them. Tractors whined past. Breath steady. Pulse steady. Humans endured. Selly patched a console spark. You risk fleet for one? All fleets. Mara eyed her. Obey blindly? That's the betrayal. Coalition cruiser closed. Missiles inbound. Mara punched evasive. Pod spun wild. Impacts rocked them. Selly braced. Incoming. Debris bloom ahead. Perfect. Mara dove in. Shrapnel pinged hull. Sensors blanked. UN shuttles circled outside. Rourke's voice hardened. Vance, if you're alive, you're rogue. Surrender or we classify traitor. Her finger hovered over comb. Truth? No, not yet. Selly touched her arm. Alliance? Mara nodded. Prove it. Pod coasted silent. Hunters passed. But scopes pinged new. Coalition recovery drone. Latched. Hull hissed. Breach. Intruders inbound. Mara grabbed rifle. Gear up. We fight together. Selly's tentacles flexed. Grabbed a med kit, med scalpel. Sharp. Door buckled. Claws pried. Mara fired first. Plasma bolts scorched the air. Mara squeezed the trigger. The first coalition boarder jerked back. Stun round slamming its carapace. It crumpled without a sound. Selly lunged beside her. Med scalpel flashed. Sliced a tentacle clean off the second intruder. Green ichor sprayed. The alien howled. Claws scraping metal. Stunners only, Mara barked. She pivoted. Fired again. Third boarder dropped. Twitching. The drone's breach sealed behind 4 bodies. Selly dragged one inside. Bound its limbs with cable ties from Mara's kit. Retrieval team. Captain Tal's mark. Mara sealed the door. Locked it manual. Pod lurched free of the drone. Override engaged. They're blind now. Alarms wailed. Hull integrity at 62%. Shrapnel from earlier hits embedded deep. One piece tore Mara's thigh on the spin-out. Blood soaked her suit. Pain flared hot. Selly's eyes widened. 4 stalked orbs on stalks, locking on the wound. Sit. Now. No time. Mara gripped the controls. Scopes cleared the debris haze. UN shuttles prowled the edge. Coalition signatures massed beyond. Pod engines whined low. Fuel critical. Mara scanned for options. There, a salvage skiff. Rogue beacon pulsing in the belt's outer rim. Scavenger rig. Unmarked. Hold on. She punched thrust. Pod arrowed toward it. Selly braced against a bulkhead. Tentacles flew over her medkit. Pulled a sealant gun. You pull this stunt for me? Explain. Later. Mara gritted teeth. Skiff loomed. No response on hails. She forced the dock. Hard clamp engaged. Metal screamed. Seals hissed equal. Boarding tube extended. Mara grabbed her rifle. "Cover me!" They cycled through. Skiff's cockpit stank of ozone and unwashed hides. 2 xenoscavengers froze, lizard-like, tusked. One reached for a calm. Mara stunned it. Selly blocked the second with a tentacle sweep. Scalpel at throat. "We pay. Good credits." The conscious scavenger blinked yellow eyes. "What you want? ID burn. Clean transponder. Coalition and UN scrub." Mara tossed a data chit. Emergency funds from her suit pouch. Double if fast. It snatched the chit. Tusks clicked approval. Bay 3. 5 minutes. Mara slumped into a jump seat. Blood pooled under her, vision blurred. Selly knelt, ripped the suit leg open. Shrapnel glinted, jagged alloy deep in muscle. Foolish human. Hold still. Tentacles worked precise. Field scanner beeped. Pain blocker injected. Scalpel incised clean. Tweezers extracted the shard. Sealant foamed in, stitched with biothread. Mara hissed through it. "Oath?" Selly paused, packed the wound. "Treat all, enemy or not." "You?" "Same." Mara flexed the leg. Pain dulled to ache. "Functional. Why me?" Selly sealed the kit. Stood. "Pod crash. I treat your wounded. You stun my team. Steal me away." Your oath exposed the lie. Mara met those alien eyes. Coalition shells hit their own evac. Covering kills. "You reported it?" Selly's stalks retracted slightly. Captain Tal ordered silence, obey or die. Obeying blindly, that's the betrayal. Mara stood, tested the leg. "Solid. I pulled you before they spaced you." Skiff shuddered. Transponder chime confirmed. New ID, ghost signature. Scavenger waved them off. "Clear. Don't come back." Pod undocked smooth. Mara fed coordinates. Deeper belt fringe. Smudler lane to neutral drift. Selly strapped in. "Your fleet hunts too?" Affirm. Mara checked scopes. UN signatures closing. Rourke's task force. Static crackled on open freak. Rourke's voice, steel-edged. "All units. Lieutenant." Mara Vance suit telemetry flagged. Rogue pod confirmed. "Shoot to disable. Repeat. Disable only. Traitor containment priority." Mara's gut twisted. Her own suit. Beacon active. Rourke had locked her SIG from command deck. Political firewall. War unity over one officer. Traitor? Selly's tentacles curled. "You save me. They shoot you." Orders. Mara killed the suit transponder. Ripped the patch module. Sparks died. He buys time. Contain the leak. Pod slipped into asteroid shadow. UN shuttle swept past. Scanners whining. Missed the fresh ID. Coalition signatures shifted. Hunter packs vectoring in. Captain Tal's voice boomed on guard channel. Medic Karuun located. Human kidnap plot confirmed. All ships. Recover at all costs. Interrogation asset. Selly stiffened. Tal assumes torture. He will glass sectors. Mara rolled the pod evasive. Slag clouds ahead. Perfect veil. We ghost through. Prove him wrong. Engines strained. Fuel at 12%. A UN cutter broke pattern. Pinged close. Tractor beam groped. Mara jinked hard. Asteroid clipped the pod. Hull groaned. But beam missed. Selly patched a sparking panel. Human stubbornness. Noted. Endurance. Mara grinned through sweat. Yours too. Debris field thickened. Sensors blanked. UN cutter fired blind proximity rounds. Impacts buffeted. Pod spun out the far side. Clear vector. Smudler lane opened, but scopes lit fresh. Coalition strike cruiser decloaked ahead. Tal's flagship. Missiles hot. "Evade!" Selly yelled. Mara dove. Pod twisted like a fighter. Missiles chased. One clipped tail. Engines stuttered. Warning klaxons screamed. Power dropping. Life support yellow. Rourke's voice cut in again, directed ping. "Vance, last chance. Eject the alien. Amnesty. Possible." Her finger hovered. Temptation bit. But Selly's oath mirrored her own. Blind orders killed truth. "No." Mara keyed burst transmit. Suit mic only. "Sir, check black box. Coalition fratricide. Medic witnessed." Static. Then, "Stand down, Lieutenant. That's an order. Coalition missiles closed. Mara punched countermeasures. Flares bloomed. 2 detonated short. Pod limped into the lane. Neutral beacon ahead. Pirate station. Lawless hub. Selly touched her shoulder. Alliance? Prove it. Mara nodded. Together. Docking clamps engaged. Station arms swallowed the pod. Airlock cycled. But station alarms wailed. UN and coalition inbound. Evacuate bays. Hunters converged. Both fleets. Mara grabbed rifle. Selly medkit. They ran into the station's underbelly. Crowds parted. Xenos of every stripe. Whispers rippled. Human and Karuun. Traitors both? Elevator dropped to maintenance decks. Mara sealed it behind. Fake IDs hold. Selly checked a stolen scanner. For now, but Tal's hunter packs locked the system. Footsteps echoed above. UN Marines. Coalition claws. Mara pressed to bulkhead. Listened. We need a ship. Neutral runner. Selly's stalk swiveled. Contact. Old ally. But risk. Do it. Mara reloaded stunner. Wound throbbed. But held. Comms pinged. Rourke's tone shifted. Urgent private burst. Mara. Telemetry dead, but logs show you alive. Politicals demand your head. Get clear. I'll delay. Cost of obedience. Her CO bending rules now. Coalition breach charges boomed overhead. Claws tore grates. Mara fired into the dark. Stun rounds lit the shaft. Selly slashed with scalpel. This way! They plunged deeper. Allies forged in fire. But fleets closed the noose. Blaster fire scorched the maintenance deck grating. Mara rolled behind a coolant pipe, stun rifle barking back. 2 coalition claws crumpled, twitching. Selly's scalpel flashed, slashing a third's throat filter before it could screech. Ollie's Bay Deck 7, Selly hissed, stalks quivering. Her medkit slapped against her thigh as she sprinted. Mara covered her retreat, boots pounding slime-slick deck. Alarms blared, undrop pods inbound. Coalition boarders at Grid Alpha. They slid into a service chute. Mara wedged the hatch shut. Breathers rasped in the dark. Contact responded. Selly whispered. Neutral runner, skiff class, docked at B-17. Owes me from Vexar skirmish. Lead. Mara checked her clip. 3 stunners left. Wound sealant held, but blood seeped warm. Chute spat them into cargo shadows. Xeno smugglers scattered like roaches. Whispers chased. Karuun with a soft skin? Fleets will glass this rock. Bay doors groaned open. Bay doors groaned open. A battered skiff squatted there, sleek hull scarred by micrometeors. No flags. Pirate neutral. Keys? Mara scanned for traps. Selly slapped a palm scanner. Biometrics cleared. He's gone, evaxed with the crowds. Engines hummed to life. Mara strapped in pilot's nest. Selly took nav. Docking clamps released with a shudder. Station arms retracted. Void yawned. Contacts. Seely's console lit. Uncorvette coalition frigate. Locking weapons. Mara yanked the stick. Skiff lurched free. Thrusters flaring. Microgate ahead. Lawless lane shortcut. We jump or die. Coalition lances streaked past. Mara jinked hard, grazing a station pylon. Hull groaned. Gate charging, Selly called. Fuel margins minimal. 40 seconds or we spool dry. Proximity klaxons wailed. Unmissiles bloomed on scopes. Mara poured power to evasives. Skiff bucked through debris. Jump. Gate irised open, a hungry maw of warped space. Engines screamed. Skiff plunged through on vaporous fuel. Stars smeared. Reality lurched. They tumbled out the other side. Empty lane. Pirate nebula cloaking them. Neutral flatlined. Dead stick, Mara grunted. Killing momentum. We drift silent. Selly unstrapped. Not yet. Coalition med beacons. Standard on Rex. Eyes spoof 1. Her claws danced over a jury-rigged console. Stolen coalition transponder synced. Signal live. Karuun medic pod. Critical. Distress. Rex signature fabricated. Mara nodded. Already prying at the skiff's hull plates. Smart. Draws hunters to ghosts. Signature plating peeled free. Un-Navy transponders, black market mods. Mara vented them into space. No flags now. Sweat stung her eyes. Yanked coolant lines, rerouting to exhaust vents. Heat bloom masked. Skiff ran cold as a smuggler's rock. Selly leaned back, beacon pulsing. Tal's pack will bite. Mara sealed the last panel. Good. Buys us breath. She glanced at the alien. Your oath. Treat anyone, even me? Selly's stalk stilled. Oath binds. You saved me from kill order. Debt repaid in kind. Skiff ghosted deeper into nebula clouds. Scanners quiet. Captain Hurrick's Tal strike cruiser knifed through the microgate exit. Claws gripped his command perch. Bridge crew chittered. Scopes hot on the medic beacon. Distress confirmed. His sensor chief rasped. Karuan's signature. Pod wreck. Human debris field nearby. Prex's mandibles clicked. Lock hunters. Recover Dr. Karun. Interrogation priority. Flanking corvettes fanned out. They braked hard at the signal. Twisted metal husk. Venting Atmo. No life signs. No skiff. Scan deeper. Hurek snarled. Bridge lights gleamed off his scarred chitin. Crew swarmed consoles. Pod empty. Beacon. Irregular pulse. Medical protocol overlay. Evac delay cipher. Freaks froze. Only Karud medics knew those ciphers. Oathbound codes to fake mass casualty sites. Buy time for extractions. Staged, he growled. By the medic herself. Phew, hissed. Ka. Human chick? No. Crex's claws drummed. Soft-skinned soldiers brute force. This is surgeon's subtlety. She's alive. With them. He stabbed comms. All packs, abort wreck. Full spectrum hunt. Karun compromised. Capture or kill. Sensors pinged faint trails. Cold drive wakes. Stripped SIGs. Eric's bared fangs. They mask heat like ghosts, but humans bleed impatience. Strike wing reformed, claws itching for blood. Mara's scopes flickered. Contacts shifting. Tal bought the bait. Selly monitored vitals. Wound reopening. Let me... Later. Mara plotted next vector. Private burst pinged. Rourke's SIG. She patched in. Static crackled. Mara, logs confirm you extracted Karun. Politicals, screaming, treason. I'm branding you rogue to shield the task force. Get clear. Prove it wasn't betrayal. Bring her intel. Coordinates attached. Neutral fringe world. Cost of obedience, Lieutenant. Mara's jaw tightened. Her CO twisting the knife. For the war. She relayed to Selly. Rourke covers tracks. Wants you for defection proof. Coalition oath breaks on me too. Tal hunts as traitor now. Depreciation turbulence. Mara steadied her. We spoofed them, together. Coalition hunter wing, vectoring hot. Unpatrols looped in response. They're converging, Selly warned. Mara gunned cold thrusters. Fringe world run. Fuel scav on arrival, but scopes bloomed. Tal's cruiser closing the noose tighter. A single claw ship broke off, lancing straight for their ghost trail. Herex's voice boomed on open freak. Haraun, surrender. Your cipher betrayed you.
Selly paled. Mara gripped the stick.
Compassion's price. Fleets united against them. Hull alarms wailed. Incoming fire. Mara yanked the stick. The skiff bucked left. Plasma bolts searing past the hull. Brace! She barked. Selly strapped in tight. Her eye stalks locked forward. Evasive pattern delta. Tal's lock predicts straight jinx. Mara grinned fierce. Humans don't predict. She rolled inverted, cold thrusters flaring. The claw ship overshot, fire grazing shields. Alarms, dulled to yellow. Mara punched vectors toward the neutral fringe. 2 minutes to relay shadow. Hold vitals steady. Selly pressed a med patch to Mara's side wound. Reopening. Adrenaline masks it. Save it for you. Mara glanced back. Selly's scales gleamed under console glow. Pale from blood loss, but hands steady. Enemy medic. Oathbound savior. Scopes pinged. Claw ship looped. Hungry. Unpatrols flickered distant. Rourke's noose tightening. Mara killed main drive. Ghosted on inertia. Talk now. Trust or die separate. Sally's eye stalks twitched. You kidnapped me. From kill order crossfire. Not kidnapping. Mara slapped her wrist recorder free. Held it out. Evidence first. Kill order packet. Coalition High Command tagged you. Review it. Selly snatched the device. Ports meshed with her gauntlet. Data scrolled across her visor. Unseals. Timestamps. Rourke's sig buried in auth chain. Verified, Selly murmured. They sacrificed me. Oath protocol invoked. Discard non-essential assets. Mara unholstered her sidearm, placed it in Selly's palm. Weapon second. Now you hold my life. We're even. Selly weighed the pistol. Eye stalks curled inward. Thought. Humans arm enemies. Prove intent. Mara tapped the fringe coordinates. Rourke's play, deliver you, clear my name. Tall hunts you as traitor cipher. Selly handed the gun back. Oath demands verification. She activated her comb gauntlet. Coalition sig bloomed. Protected channel challenge. Karun to central oath. Protocol ping. Asset termination query. Ping fired. Mara lunged. Fingers danced over console. Intercepted. She rerouted through neutral relay. Old merchant band 10-minute lag. Tal sniffs direct. We're ghosts. Selly's mandibles clicked approval. Clever. Coalition doctrine blocks neutrals. Biolyserize. Skiff shuddered. Nebula wisps clawed sensors. Mara nursed power. Fuel low. Fringe station next. Scav and dock. New bloom. Neutral patrol cutter. Vectoring intercept. Open free crackled. Unidentified skiff. Heave 2. Fringe authority boarding. Mara killed thrust. Hands up. Surrendering clean? You first? Selly nodded. Eye stalks firm. Together. Airlock cycled. Patrol marines stormed in. Armored grays. Stun batons hot. 4 of them. Visors down. Mara stepped forward, arms wide. Lieutenant Mara Vance, UN Navy rogue. No resistance. She knelt slow face down. Controlled the room. Marines froze. Lead swept Selly. Coalition markings. Hostile. Selly raised palms. Doctor. Selly Karuun, field surgeon. Oath active. Protected neutral transit. Mara kept eyes floorward. Voice calm. She's my witness. Kill order proof aboard. Check recorder. Lead Marine yanked Mara's wrists. Cuffs clicked. Both detained. Station command decides. They hauled them to the cutter. Brig bars slammed. Mara tested links. Loose. Human standard. Selly sat opposite. Eye stalks scanned cell. Your surrender bought time. Patrol logs oath ping. Rerouted lag holds. Mara leaned close. Rourke's coordinates. Fringe world drop. Prove compassion, not betrayal. Cell speaker buzzed. Station command Vance Karun. Interrogations in 5. Comply or space draft. Door hissed. 2 Marines entered. Baton prods gleamed. Mara rose first. Led on. Interrogation bay hummed sterile. Holodesk flickered. Station commander loomed. Scarred Tellarite. Tusks filed blunt. Untrader grabs coalition oath holder. Explain. Mara nodded to recorder on the desk. Play packet. Kill order on her. I extracted under fire. Commander synced it. Holo bloomed. Coalition SIGs. Termination codes. Karun's face. Stamped neutralize. Selly spoke even. Oath protocol breached. I pinged central. Verify. Commander grunted. Lag ping noted. But fleets converge. Tal's cruiser demands handover. Rourke's task force ghosts edgeward. Mara locked eyes. Hand her to Tal. Oath dies. To Rourke. War intel lives. We're the proof. Alarms wailed station-wide. Consoles flashed red. Contacts. Coalition clawwing inbound. UN scouts probing. Commander snarled. Tal jumping the claim. He punched comms. Armory to bays. Secure detainees. Marines rushed. Grabbed Mara and Selly. Shuttled rough to auxiliary dock. Skiff waited. Patrol scanned. Fueled skim. Mara glimpsed scopes en route. Tal's cruiser blotting stars. Claws deploying. Dock klaxons howled. Marines shoved them aboard. Pilot out. Authority clears you. Evac. Window. Mara strapped in. Selly beside. Airlock sealed. Thrusters hot. Commander on freak. Vance. Fringe logs your proof. Run. Oath ping relay soon. Central will choke Tal's play. Skiff blasted clear. Mara gunned for the shadow relay. They bought it. Selly monitored scopes. Tal's lead claw locks us. Fire solution. Mara jinked. Your oath, my skiff. Call it. Selly patched med scans. Wound stable. Plot evasive gamma. Coalition blind spot. Mara adjusted. Bolts whipped past. Claw overshot. Ping inbound. Sally's oath relay. Lagged response blooming. Coalition central. Karaun oath affirmed. Termination revoked. Tal, stand down. Perix Tal's voice cut open frequent. Furious. Lies. Human cipher plot. Cruiser hesitated. Unpatrols looped distant. No close. Mara exhaled. Fringe world beacon pulsed ahead. Rourke's waiting. Together, Selly's eye stalks met hers. Allies now. Compassion's cost. Obedience breaks. Skiff dove into relay shadow. Fresh ping. Rourke sig. Mara, intel drop confirmed. Welcome home. But scopes lied. Tal's cruiser ghosted parallel. No stand down. Prex hunted personal. Hull groaned. Weapons hot. Mara gripped stick. Allies forged. Fleets fractured. Evasion just began. Marines slammed bulkhead shut. Lights flickered to emergency red across the neutral dock's central ring. Lieutenant Mara Vance gripped her carbine. Pulse racing as Rourke's voice crackled over her suit comm. Vance, power's ours. Teams converging on your position. Surrender, the alien kill order stands. She crouched behind a cargo crate stamped with coalition sigils. Dr. Selly Karaun huddled beside her, the alien medic's iridescent skin paling under the strobes. Selly clutched a field kit, her 4 eye stalks swiveling toward the hatch seals. Humans first. They hunt me too? Mara nodded once. Rourke's containing fallout. You're the proof I defied orders for. She scanned her HUD. Unmarines advancing from the core spokes, mag boots thudding in zero drifts. Neutral station protocols shattered. War spilled over. Footsteps echoed closer. A Marine squad breached the outer ring. Stun batons humming. Lat Vance. Hands up! Sergeant Hale's voice boomed. Mara fired a warning burst into the deck plating. Sparks flew. They scattered. Selly's manipulator tendrils flexed. I treat your wounded. Oaths bind me. Not today. Mara yanked her toward the triage bay ahead. Bodies littered the deck. Dock workers caught in the blackout crossfire. Coalition patrols had tangled with UN scouts here. Neutral ground turned slaughterhouse. Opposite hatch exploded inward. Coalition boarding team poured through. Rextal's strike claws. Power armor gleamed obsidian. Plasma lancers spitting stun nets. Blue webs crackled across the bay, ensnaring 2 UN Marines mid-leap. They convulsed, suits locking. Secure the surgeon, Tal's captain bellowed over open frick voice like grinding hull plates. Humans plot interrogation. Extract her alive. Chaos collided. UN Marines returned fire, slug rounds pinging off coalition shields. A stun net whipped past Mara's helmet, sizzling her pauldron. She rolled, hauling Selly behind an overturned med station. Stay down. Selly ignored her. The medic surged forward, eye stalks locking on a downed coalition boarder clutching a gut wound. Triage line. All units. Medical protocol. Her voice pierced the din, coalition cant laced with authority. She slapped a sealant patch on the boarder's armor. Tendrils injecting nanostems. Marines hesitated. Hale bellowed, ignore the Xeno. Take Vance. But Selly moved like gravity, dragging a UN Marine with a shattered visor into cover. Blood bubbled from his mouth. She sealed it, hissed, hold still, mammal. The Marine gasped, eyes widening at her precision. Mara covered her, carbine barking. She dropped a coalition trooper's shield generator. Armor sparked, exposing him. Gok, we evac now. Tal's voice snarled across freaks. Karun! Report. Humans corrupt you? Selly patched another wound. A coalition lancer tangled in her own net. Captain Tal, oath protocol, active. Neutrals demand triage. Stand down fire lanes. Dock alarms wailed. Decompression drill station AI glitching under blackout stress? No. Mara thumbed her wrist panel. Emergency override. She triggered it manual. Hatches slammed galaxy-wide. Air howled. Both teams scrambled as corridors sealed, forcing them into isolated spokes. Unmarines cursed, piling into the port tube. Coalition claws retreated starboard, stun nets retracting. Mara grabbed Selly's arm. Window open. Courier docks. Ring 7. They sprinted, mag boots clamping deck plates slick with fluids. Gunfire echoed behind sealed bulkheads. Muffled thumps. Screams. Selly ran triage on the fly, slapping stimpaks on a moaning dockhand. Your drill buys seconds. They breach soon. Enough. Mara kicked open a service hatch. Shuttles gleamed in the bay. Civilian couriers patrol scanned and fueled. She hot-wired the nearest, codes from her boarding kit, overriding locks. Thrusters whined to life. Coalition boarders hammered the starboard seal. Plasma torches glowing orange. UN Marines blew charges on port side. Frag rounds peppering the frame. Selly vaulted aboard. Wounded stable, go! Mara sealed the ramp as first Coalition claws breached. Stun nets lashed out, one clipping the shuttle's flank. Sparks flew. UN Marines poured in opposite. Hale shouting, Vance! Traitor fire! Mara gunned the stick. Shuttle lurched free, docking clamped shearing. Doc claxons howled. He glimpsed scopes. Tal's cruiser blotting stars. Claws deploying. Rourke's Marines shoved stragglers back. Buying her seconds? They're both after us. Selly strapped in, monitoring scopes from the co-pilot nook. Her tendrils danced over med scans. Tal assumes capture plot. Your Commander Brand's betrayal. Mara jinked through the ring debris. Fringe logs my proof. Rourke's oath ping relays soon. Central chokes Tal's play. Bolts whipped past. Unpickets firing wild to mask her vector. Skiff blasted clear. Patrol scanned. Fueled skim. Coalition lead claw locked fire solution. Mara rolled hard. Selly called evasive gamma. Coalition blind spot. Claws overshot. Ping inbound. Selly's oath relayed, blooming across nets. Coalition central affirmed. Karawoon oath holds. Termination revoked. Tal, stand down. Tal's rage cut open freak. Lies. Human cipher. Claws peeled off. Cruiser hesitated. Unpatrols looped distant. Mara exhaled. Fringe beacon pulsed ahead. Rourke's waiting. Together, Selly's eye stalks met hers. Allies now. Compassion's cost. Obedience breaks. Skiff dove relay shadow. Rourke's sig pinged. Mara. Intel drop confirmed. Welcome home. Scopes lied. Tal's cruiser ghosted parallel. No stand down. Krex hunted personal. Hull groaned. Weapons hot. Mara gripped stick. Evasion just began. Power surged back in the dock bay. Sergeant Hale kicked a stunned Coalition boarder aside, visor scanning the shredded courier clamps. Vance slipped the noose. Rourke's orders. Contain it. Captain Hurrick's Tal stormed the breached hatch, lancers flanking. His eye stalks narrowed at the triage line Selly left. Mixed wounded. SEALs holding under protocol. A human Marine groaned beside his own claw, both breathing. Surgeon's oath. Tal growled. She turned our breach to mercy. He punched open freak to central. Karawoon compromised. Human rescuer. Traitor or ploy. Static hissed. Central's affirmance held firm. But Rourke's blackout had bought Vance time. Tal-eyed scopes, skiff vector fading into fringe relay. Personal hunt, he ordered claws. No fleets. Recover Karawoon. Expose the fracture. Dock workers stirred, patching hulls. Neutrals watched fleets fracture. Compassion sparked, igniting doubt. Mara nursed the skiff through shadow lanes. Selly's medpacks humming on standby. Tal won't yield. Your Rourke brands you fugitive to unify ranks. Mara checked burn suit seals. Proof logs transmit. Compassion under fire. Turns enemies allies. Ping echoed. Rourke's fringe drop confirmed, but Tal ghosted closer. Locktone beeped. Mara jinked. Call it, Doc. Your scopes, my stick. Selly plotted blind spot. Gamma vector. Oath buys us relay jump. Bolts grazed hull. Claws closed. Mara rolled. Human grit meeting alien precision. Obedience cracked. Alliance forged in crossfire. Fringe beacon swelled. Rourke's beacon pulsed welcome. Mara dove. Tal's shadow loomed. One shot to prove it no betrayal. Missiles streaked past the shuttle's hull, their plasma wakes scorching sensor ghosts across Mara's scopes. She yanked the stick hard, rolling the skiff into a debris shadow from a gutted Coalition frigate. Alarms wailed. lock tone piercing the cockpit din. Tal's hunter ship ghosted on her tail, its gravitox matching her every jink. "Doc, wounded secure?" Mara barked over shoulder comm. Selly's voice cut through from the bay. "Sealed. Human Marine's femur pinned. Coalition claws bleed staunched. They're stable. Focus fly." Mara plotted the transit. Active battle lane ahead. On task force clashing with Coalition Lancers. Fringe relay buoy dead center. Neutral tribunal anchor. One file upload there and Rourke's kill order hit interstellar neutral net. Proof her kidnap saved Selly from his purge. End her fugitive run. Or spark war's fracture. Batal closed. His beam lanced wide, vaporizing a wreck fragment. Mara dove. Engines flaring blue. Ping. Incoming hail. Tal Sig. "Human traitor Vance," his voice growled, subsonics rumbling through translators. "Return Surgeon Karawoon. Escort you to Fringe safe." No pursuit. Mara snorted, fingers dancing over evasion protocols. "Captain Tal, your central wants her dead too. Check your oaths." Static crackled. Selly patched in. "Captain, I treat all. Human saved me from kill order. Verify logs." Tal's scopes flickered. Hesitation. Mara used it. She punched thrust, slingshotting around a missile wake. Hot plasma buffeted the skiff. Inertial dampers groaning. Locks broke. Clear vector to battle lane. "Mutiny risk on board?" Mara asked Selly, eyes on bay feed. Wounded stirred. 2 Marines, 3 Coalition claws. Grunts eyed each other across seals. Selly's manipulators flashed over a human tourniquet. Tensions high. Eye patch both sides. Oath holds them. Buy time. Mara nodded. Shuttle shuddered into the lane. Explosions bloomed ahead. Uncorvettes trading railgun fire with Coalition wedges. Shrapnel storms lit the void. Goal reach buoy. 3 light minutes out. Transmit file tagging Rourke's SIG. Expose the order. Turn compassion's proof. Viral. Conflict hit first. Rourke's task force pinged her. Fugitive Vance. Surrender or burn? She ignored it, weaving through sensor shadows of drifting hulks. A Coalition lance salvo washed over, proximity fuses popping harmlessly in her wake. Baycam. A Marine groaned, pawing at his sling. Coalition claw hissed. Eye stalks flaring. Selly injected calm gel. Peace. We breathe same air now. Mara's gut twisted. Mutiny on board meant death for all. She banked sharp, using a UN destroyer's blind spot. Tal reappeared on scopes, vector synced. Escort offer stands. Talu transmitted. Karuan's value exceeds your life. Selly's voice over open channel. Captain, my oath compels aid. Human upholds it. Join or pursue. Your fracture. Tal's ship loomed larger. Mara rolled inverted, dumping decoys. Flares bloomed, breaking his lock again. Shuttle grazed a wreck field, hull sparks flying. Plots locked, Mara muttered. Buoy swelled on main scope. Tribunal SIG pulsing neutral green. Battlefront raged around it. Fleets too locked in grind to contest neutrals yet. Bay unrest peaked. Marines snarled at Claw. She saved your hide, Squid. Claw rattled claws. Human mercy. Ploy. Selly blocked them, emitters humming. Scan my logs. Both sides sealed equal. Grumbles faded to pained breaths. Mara grinned fierce. Good work, Doc. Your precision. My grit. Paul matched pace now. Off her port bow. No shot. His hail reopened. Vance. Transmit your proof. If Rourke betrays own. Coalition notes it. Trap. Mara weighed. Buoy closing fast. Rourke's corvette dropped fringe beacon. Bait? Her file tagged his command SIG direct. Upload would ping him live. Stand by, she told Tal. Fingers hovered over transmit. Shuttle bucked. Unfighter wing peeled off task force. Locks painting her hull. Rourke's voice boomed. Vance, stand down. Traitor confirmed. Missiles away. Mara evaded, corkscrewing through wake turbulence. Tal's beams lanced out, swatting 2 birds from sky. His ship surged ahead, shields flaring under return fire. Escort active, Tal snapped. Buoy clear, transmit. Collaboration. Human grit met alien hunter's code. Mara punched it. File streamed, kill order full. Rourke's SIG. Purge directive on Selly post-breach. Mercy threat to unity. Upload, locked. Tribunal buoy chimed receipt. Neutral net broadcast initiated. Pings rippled. Untask force scopes lit with doubt. Coalition Central queried. Rourke's corvette veered hard. Abort, Vance. Tall's claws barked triumph. Fracture exposed. Rourke isolated. Bay erupted in cheers. Marines and claws slapping seals. Selly slumped. Manipulators steaming. Oath intact. Mara eased throttle, buoy filling view. Tal's ship docked tandem airlock cycling. But scopes pinged new. Rourke's full wing inbound. Kill confirmed. Dock, Mara said, sealing burn suit. Patch ready? War's cost just hit home. Tall boarded first. Ice docks wide at mixed wounded. Selly rose, steady. Captain? Alliance forged? He nodded once. Compassion under fire. Proof transmits. Rourke's locks beeped shrill. Mara gripped stick. One dive left, or fight as one. Missiles streaked from Rourke's corvette, painting the tribunal buoy in red, targeting locks. Mara yanked the shuttle stick hard left. Alarm screamed hull integrity. The buoy's neutral beacon flickered under the barrage. Shields at 60%! Tal bellowed from his bridge feed, split screen with Mara's cockpit. His strike cruiser surged forward, interposing its bulk between Rourke's wing and the buoy. Coalition beams slashed out, vaporizing a UN missile swarm. Selly Karun gripped her crash harness beside Mara. Manipulators steady despite the bucking deck. Transmit open channel. Now. Mara slapped the comms relay. Selly's voice boomed fleet-wide, calm as void. Coalition and UN forces. Ceasefire. Medical oath invoked. Buoy holds tribunal evidence. Kill order on this surgeon. Signed by Commander Rourke. Violation invites neutral arbitration. Rourke's corvette twisted, guns hot. Vance, power down or we glass you all. His fighters peeled in, lasers stitching Tal's shields. Tal's eye stalks locked on his tactical. Human commander ignores oath terms. Mara, your law fleet regs on traitors? Mara's burn suit seals hissed as she unstrapped. Article 47. Recorded command oath overrides rank in mutiny. Boy has it. I'm going over. Selly's frills flared. Risky. He shoots first. Not if Tal covers. Mara sealed her helmet. Shuttle bay clamshelled open. Tal's Marines, clawed enforcers in void armor, boosted across the gap, maglines whipping taut. Mara jetpacked after, thrusters flaring blue. Rourke's corvette loomed, a dagger of black alloy scarred by coalition hits. Docking clamps engaged with a bone-rattling thud. Alarms wailed inside. Marines stacked at the airlock, rifles up. Tal's voice crackled. My gun's on their bridge. One move. We core him. Mara cycled the lock. Marines spun, barrels trained. She raised empty palms, HUD projecting the buoy file. Rourke's SIG glowing red. Stand down. Fleet Law, Section 112. Commander Rourke countermanded UN Directive 7, Alpha, purge order on neutral medic. You're aiding mutiny. The lead Marine hesitated, visor reflecting the hollow. Lieutenant? CO said. Buoy's neutral net. Tribunal live. Check your implants. Whispers rippled through the squad. Rifles dipped. Rourke stormed the corridor, faceplate up, eyes wild. Vance. Traitor. Secure her. No one moved. Mara advanced, sidearm holstered. Commander Elias Rourke, you're under arrest. Evidence uploaded. Your order kills medics, fractures unity. Political cover-up. He lunged, fist cocked. A Tal Marine's claw snapped out, pinning his arm. Rourke snarled. This loses the war. Mercy weakens us. Mara tapped her wristcom. Buoy feed patched through. Casualties scrolling. Unwounded on coalition hulks. Alien injured in human bays. Selly's broadcast layered in. Cross-fleet exchange protocol. Per tribunal prelim. Rourke's directive voids under Geneva XI2. Medics exempt. Proposed swap. You're dead for ours. Joint patrol and forces. Rourke's Marines shifted. One muttered, she's right, sir. Regs clear. Tal's cruiser pinged Mara's HUD. UN scopes fracturing. Half the wing peeling off. Coalition Central affirms. Ceasefire holds. Rourke sagged in the claw grip. Damn you, Vance. Compassion's a weapon they'll turn on us. Mara nodded to the Marines. Escort him to Brig. Broadcast surrender terms. They complied, dragging him away. Whispers followed. She called his bluff. Shuttle ride back thrummed with tension. Selly monitored a coalition casualty feed, manipulators dancing over her medpad. Exchange, viable. 200 souls. Rourke's order killed twice that and denied aid. Mara flexed burned fingers. Your oath started this. Gunpoint ceasefire? Ballsy. Selly's eye stalk swiveled. Oath demands. Humans, you act on it. My fleet sees hunters. You see patience. Tal's ship hailed. His bridge filled the viewport. Eye stalks clustered, claws raised in salute. Envoys confirmed. Joint escort, outbound. Buai secured, Rourke in custody. Tribunal rules in 48. Mara's scopes cleared. Untask force icons flipped green. Ali ping. Coalition lances formed up, flanking the shuttle tandem. No locks, no kills. Selly leaned back. Alliance holds. Cost exposed. Mara punched coordinates home. Stars wheeled, but a faint ping lingered on long range. Unknown signature, closing fast. Doc.
Strap in. Someone didn't get the memo.